community. So the living room is an area where it is an important space for the family to gather together. I mean the family room. Next, I have my public, my group, my private.
Yep, that's all good stuff. We can move on to the next one.
Okay,
Yep.
move faster. These are existing, everyone.
Yeah, existing plans, that's good.
Yep, okay.
Diagrams,
This
I
is
think those are helpful.
great, okay. And then this is my addition.
Okay, so let's take a look at the floor plan. This is very well done,
Okay.
so you can be proud. Couple little things, how do you get into the family room or the bedroom from the existing house? So,
There is an opening, I don't know why I didn't.
Take a, bring up your pen, bring up your notebook and take some notes.
Thought we didn't.
So no, don't worry, but listen, so folks, like if you wanna know like what professional quality what am I looking for with black and white, this is it, right? Straightforward black and white. I just pocheted this one little wall here, but you need an opening here. You don't even need an opening, what you do is just open up the hallway, and then you have to decide, down here, does this have a door here? I think there may be a door there too. So just fix that, Jonathan, that's not
Okay.
good, that's not good. But there's enough stuff here, I'm like, check, that works. But by the way, go back, hold on, this should be dashed here, only because it's above,
Okay.
right? So that's little stuff. Wait, there's something wrong. No, wait, that's the lower you got you got misrepresented. This is the entry level. This is the entry, no, so don't dash this. This is the entry level, or the second floor, right? It's bedroom, bath, living room. This is just a patio. So this is not the lower. Lower's got the kitchen down here, the dining room, right?
Oh.
Am I correct on that? Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So relabel this is your entry level. This one is your lower level, right?
Okay.
So switch the plans. Wait. If you wanted to dash anything above, you could, but this is fine. Structure, structure, structure. That works. Everything about this works. Make sure these are 3-foot openings here. One of the things you may want to think about is the opening here, because the circulation is going to go right through. Take out that line right there. Move that line, because that's just a hallway through. I don't know why this is so kicked over. Go up to the other one. Because you want to open up this whole thing. Go down. So if you're going to go down here, make sure that you take this line out, because you're not going to see it. Right up here, you could dash this, or just put a dash dot because there's something above, or you could leave it. It's up to you. But so like anything above, some people will dash it, some people don't. That's fine, that's fine. So take that out. Put the opening here so the circulation goes right up and around. All right, next one. Wait. This is going to be a balcony, correct?
Yes.
So don't draw it as a solid wall, draw it as a 2 parallel lines.
Okay.
And then right now, move it slightly over, so it lines up at that point.
Okay.
And then, so it's a balcony, and say, wait a second, there's something wrong. That's a 2-story space, right? This is the upper level?
Yes.
So this isn't a deck.
So that's just open?
Yeah, it's open to below,
Okay.
all right? Then you have a problem over here. What happened to the glass part, the glass curtain walls here?
I think that was just because of where I cut it,
All right,
so
so
I
you gotta go
might
back
have to
and,
work with that.
because it has to look like this out here.
Yeah, there's like I know, yeah.
So that's glass, those are glass walls. So right now, just like you have open to living room, next, open to family room. And you can put below and below. in terms of black and white, this is fine, just that one little detail there, and you gotta put the walls in. Was it good, simple circulation? So you see how this one goes right through? That's why I want you to open up that diagram on that level, because you wanna be conceptually clear. When it comes to additive, you can, this actually becomes an additive element. And one can argue this is an additive element, only because he starts out as a box and he adds outside, he subtracts inside. Unless you started out with a box, this would be subtractive, but this is additive, and that kind of gets sort of a box additive. So you got really two boxes, two shapes. Circulation is straightforward, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, keep going, going. Wait, let's take a look. Would have been nice if this was a little less and it was more like what he did, but it is what it is. It still fits, that's the width of that goes up to the ceiling. So I don't know if this is too fat in here, but we're not gonna worry about that. Just leave that, as long as it matches the.
Take this more images.
Yeah.
My elevation.
Tracy down. Yes.
What is the Milburn ID?
It's gonna be her family room, and it's gonna be the power of the hexagon. So that works for me. This is good. Okay, we go back up a second, I want to take a look again. All clean. This wall can probably come out on this elevation. This is all one plane, right? Because this lines up with that.
It does, yeah, it's just the structure of it.
Yep, so clean that up. Is there a line in here with the hexagon, or is this wall go all the way across it?
That's all the way across so that people don't fall over.
So this hexagon, that wall, so go back to your 3D model for a sec.
The hexagon's like behind it. See the right.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, perfect, that works. Yep, so you're good.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh.
you're moving too fast. You know, kind of old. Slow down. Go up again.
Higher?
Or just go up. So
Okay.
make sure that this, so that's about this big. Just go down. I want to take a look. Scroll down. Just check to make sure that the scales are the same. That's nice and clear and clean. That's nice and clear and clean. Yeah. Sometimes instead of the gray, you could make this black, but that's fine. This is nice and. Now, is this a curtain wall out here? Because if it is, because it looks like it's a curtain wall, you gotta take that out. So when you pochade, where the glass is, that wants to be
White?
two lines
Okay.
and not pochade. Are these at the same scale? So let me just do a second. That's that. Let me go up. Okay, good there. Wait, no. This is 3 stories. Go back up. This is 2 stories. So these need to be the same scale. Because
So make that smaller?
yeah, because my hand is this covering 2 stories and here it's covering 3 stories. And make them the same scale as the elevations. So that's key. I think this looks pretty good. I don't see any errors. If you have a wall, if you have something going through here, then you have to take that, but this may be cut in a spot where it's not that solid. So I think that's all good. But actually, this should be, wait, go back up. This should be in that hallway because this is behind, unless you're in the bedrooms here. And if you're in the bedrooms, yeah, that wall's there. That means you'd see,
That's in the bedrooms,
you'd see the staircase here then. I don't know, I've taken a look at that. So somewhere along the line, you should take a look at that section again.
That's in the bedrooms because the exercise room, you could see the door for the exercise room.
Okay, so then, there should be stairs here, because this should be a stairwell, but just check that out.
Okay.
I'm not 100%. Those can be rendered better. So what you do is you type in render and then have them pop out. And because you exploded them, what happened to them?
That pixelated?
You're missing roofs and floors and all the rest of that business. So in order to change the color on this, you explode it. So how you change the color? You got double click, and folks, these are comments that apply to everyone. So some of this stuff, when I go through one, you're like, all right. So you need to double click this, well, actually, this model, yeah, double click and you go to select properties, or edit properties, and you edit the sectional properties. If you can't change them all to white, but if you explode these, all these parts come out, so this needs to be redone. And then you can type in the word render, and it should come out really nice. It's as opposed to the gray scale. Don't use the gray scale. So write that down. You cannot explode the 3D sections. Keep going. So, that's fine. Yep, keep going.
And I just have one more. I've had a really hard time trying to make
All right,
them.
so when you do this, you have to show the ground.
Oh,
Do not show, folks, never have these things floating, because unless they're in space, which would mean the end of the planet, and somehow it got there intact or shocked. Always put it on the ground.
okay, that's my presentation.
So those are your only 3D views?
Like renders, yeah.
Right, so I need more 3D views.
Okay. I thought this one was one too, but that's counts as a section, not a 3D view.
Yeah, that's so screwed up because you exploded it.
Yeah, I'll redo that. Okay.
So, so there's a lot of really strong points. I mean, big faux pas screwing up the floor plans. You know, entry, lower level, but, you know, make sure that you don't do that again. But on the whole, it's conceptually clear, simple circulation, it's hierarchical, the structure works, you have all that stuff. You meet the design stuff and then the presentation stuff, so you gotta be happy. I mean, you should be able to get this done by Friday at noon, I think that will. And that's the deadline for these corrections, all right? Like I say, the next project, we're gonna present on Monday, and then it's gonna be due on that Wednesday, because I have to turn grades in 72 hours after it's the final presentation, which is gonna be Monday. All right, you're in good shape, Jocelyn, so. Some good stuff. Maybe Giovanni, you wanna go?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.